Resident Evil.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris!
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. This way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp. A dining room. I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it! What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. But let's not leave this hall.
Good idea. Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so it probably is now. So all the stuff I've been saying, I had my mic muted like an idiot. Well, lesson learned. Okay. So I need to put him down. But I don't want to waste the ammo, and I don't have much ammo to spare. So as I was just explaining about the Crimson Heads and about basically everything about this game, look at that, just the scene framing and the graphics and everything. I mean, this game looks incredible, and I think, like I say, don't send, you know, the zombie dogs after me, because it's just my opinion, but I think this is the best overall Resident Evil game. It's not my favorite. The distinction of there belongs to Resident Evil 2, the original. Although, make no mistake, I am quite looking forward to playing through the remake of that, and I'm thinking next Friday that's probably what we'll be doing on stream here. But, you know, because Resident Evil 2, it was the first one I ever played really all the way through. I believe one of these I can unlock. Okay, yep. And that is locked from the other side also. I have a lockpick. You know, I really like the characters. Raccoon City, the soundtrack is incredible. But then this one came out, and it was just so amazing on the GameCube. I remember playing through it, and it's like, you know, the production values were so great, and they took and updated, you know, the original and made it into this really big sci-fi horror, you know, story that, ooh, this looks scary. As well it should. I am in a graveyard in a zombie infestation scenario. Not the place I want to be. Grab this. You know, I don't have the shotgun yet. But you know, it came out, and what was nice about this is it added and expanded so much stuff. That, you know all the general beats, but it's made from Peridot. You know all the general beats, but it, you know, they added so much. They added some cool things to the lore. Oh yeah, now here, Jill has about 10 times as much spine as I do, because I would never be going down here. And especially when you see that. Like, I'm sure whatever that is, I should probably let it out of there. Will I take the Book of Curses? Indeed I will. Why? I don't know. But I'll take it. Oh! There we go. But, you know, I was playing through this game with my friend Tony, and we're both longtime veterans of the original, of just the series in general. And they added so much new stuff, like this whole bit wasn't in the original. And so everything was a surprise, and it was fresh, you know, no pun intended. And it just became this really amazing experience. And that is the sword key. and it really added so much to the game that it was more than just like an HD kind of remake. It was a complete retelling and just a complete update of the original in a way that I think really just makes it the best overall. It's got a good story. It does keep a little bit of the cheesiness that was in the original, but so there's that gem over there, but I don't need that yet. So I think even though it's not necessarily my favorite in the series, it definitely is the best quality overall. And some of the stuff it added to the lore, like the Crimson Heads. Oh, nice. Yikes. Well, there's no way you're not infected or anything, considering that guy's head just exploded all over you, but, you know. Locked from the other side, okay. And then my notoriously poor sense of direction always makes this traversing, the mansion and stuff a little bit more harrowing. Well. Do not shoot. If you do, the crows there kind of go crazy. And some of the lore, so like Resident Evil 2 introduces the Lickers, right? Which are these fantastic, inhuman, but they were kind of once human monsters. Go ahead and heal. The idea is to not get hit too much. Well, as it turns out, we find out that that's what happens to humans who keep getting mutated by the T-virus. Zombies in this setting are not undead. They seem like they are. Oh, man. And notice how his hands are red, and what happens is their fingers start to turn into just these wicked bone claws. And so Crimson Heads are zombies that continue to mutate, and they're kind of an in-between stage between the zombies that we know and the Lickers. Oh no, I didn't want to come this way. So, and they're terrifying. And so, in the original game, the bodies would only stay after you finally killed everybody, or killed them, until you left the room, and then when you came back, they were gone. Okay, I believe the door on the other side here is a sword key door. I'm thrown off a bit because of the mic thing. That's what I'll blame it on. And, well, as it turns out, in this game, you drop them, you see a pool of blood that spreads beneath them. Okay, they're finished, right? Well, okay, finally, we get to use the lockpick. Well, in the body state, so, I was playing this with my friend Tony. Oh, this looks inviting. Must be a nice view up here. And we're looking at each other and kind of going, oh, that's kind of cool. The body state, it must just be, something about the graphical upgrade. As it turns out, okay, so that helps. There is a reason to come out here, just I don't have it quite yet. So we got to think, okay, well, it's just cool. It's just an upgrade. The bodies stay. It looks cool that way. As it turns out, you read a file later on that describes how zombies continue to mutate after receiving trauma, and they become these things called Crimson Heads. Hello, sir. That door was low, oh boy. Yikes. Again. Kind of reminds me of me after too much dinner. So they continue to mutate unless you destroy the head or burn the body, which is something that you can do in this game. And we found that out the hard way once all the zombies started getting back up again. I'll go ahead and save since I haven't saved yet. I try not to be too save paranoid, but, you know, you don't want to lose. Well, as you can see, I have 14 saves on one of my other playthroughs, but I wanted to start a new game for this.